Y'all, let me show you one way ADHD has tiny little effects on your life. Y'all, see all that soap? I swear to you, I rinsed this cup when I washed. I swear I rinsed it. I thought I rinsed it well, but y'all, the ADHD mind is impatient. It moves on. So in my world, I rinsed it. In the real world, apparently, I don't want to drink soap bubbles. Y'all, help. Help. I mean, I got an appointment with my guy this week, but I can't. I mean, if anything, I need to go in generic. I'm going to give myself 1 more month. Paying full price. Well, for me. Y'all, it's just something. So I guess it's a thing. And you know what? It's really, I'm a work in progress, y'all. Progress over perfection. There are stickers everywhere, t-shirts. For me, it's not even progress, it's understanding. It's accepting, right? It's not just progress. It's accepting that, yeah, this is true and I've had a year. Maybe the whole point of this really hard year was to come to the understanding of how this affects me. With medicine, without medicine. And it's also, I think, one of the qualities, and there's, gosh forbid, on Instagram or wherever, I'm getting tons of stuff about ADHD, which I love. A lot of apps and things that I'm just not ready to commit to because I'm not ready to commit to it and I don't want to spend money like that. Before I would have not thought about it, so that's good. But really to understand how it's affected me. And I know, and then you get spurts. It's like, I wouldn't call it maybe manic. It definitely has. I remember once the doctor thought I was bipolar, and I'm like, and I went to a psychiatrist. She's like, you're not bipolar. So, planting that seed. But there are manic and depressive episodes, right? Like where I can boom, well, especially when I was younger. It seems to be a little different right now. But I'm hoping as I'm feeding myself better food, which I did not do yesterday, I just want to be a point where I don't go one day and not have something and I'm just not set up for it. And there is something of thinking about, y'all, talking about it, writing it down, that in some way appeases, like, yeah, well, you did that, right? You had vegetables. No, you wrote about them on a piece of paper. Not the same. Really not the same, y'all. So and I know everyone has it differently, just like people are on the spectrum, right? There's a spectrum of autism. I think there's a spectrum of ADHD. And, but yeah. So to pull myself through, like right now I don't want to do dishes. I didn't do them yesterday. I am going out to IKEA. I don't want to come home to these dishes. Plus I got to get my dishwasher fixed, right? So, but now, yeah, some serious soap left in here. Now, I'm having tea today. I'm having black tea. I don't know why. I did not feel like coffee, y'all. I'm going to send to y'all a smooch. Look at y'all. I broke out a necklace. Look at this like color block sweater. I don't feel like dragging a coat around, so I feel like this will be good. Trying to wear some of my jewelry. Even though I'm looking a little rough, y'all. A little rough. I'm just not sleeping. There will be a picture posted on my Instagram of the craziness in my hair this morning. It was probably the best craziness it's been for a while. So, it is now 10 to 8. I want to talk to y'all for a while, and then I want to leave my house by 10. So, oh, y'all, I have to have some chia seed pudding. Things are like needing chia seed pudding. Because I think today and tomorrow is the last day. How long does chia seed pudding last? One of the I don't know, what symptoms, something that comes along with my ADHD is a sense of time. During the day, I'm aware of the time. Like I get to work on time. We have to be on the desk at a certain time. All that's good. Normally. But like food, I didn't mark this one, but I have to mark stuff because I don't know when did I take this chicken out? Because it seems to me I just took it out, y'all, but it could have been a week ago. And that sense of, so that's not the end of the world, but it's like, I need to write down dates. That's the easiest thing. I have my pen there. I need, God forbid there's no paper right in my spot. And as I'm kind of going through and like I was looking for pens and markers, crayons, that kind of thing, I have a smattering everywhere. And I think it's because I'm too impatient to get them, or I'll forget that. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but it is what it is. Had myself 8 ounces of water this morning. Yeah. You know, I'm moving towards acceptance. I mean, I'm not there. I wish I would say, oh yeah, I'm accept. This is you. This is me. This is me. That song, right? But the thing came up on my Instagram, and I'm not on that so much because it's a time suck for me, but it says like, here's a bedroom of an ADHD person. It was funny because the nightstand was perfect, y'all. Perfect. And then there's next to it is a cart of all her shenanigans and stuff on it. Mine's just, yeah. So as I get this new, like, for me, a nightstand, I guess. I really wanted to try to limit what goes in those drawers. It's kind of like, y'all remember Let's Make a Deal? Come on. Oh, that's Bob Barker. But Let's Make a Deal. And you have to have things in your bag. My dad, I remember I was saying that could be you. But I always thought too, like when my parents got separated and my dad moved out, like I would spend weekends with him and I always felt like I didn't have what I wanted. You know, not knowing, understanding my brain was a certain way. And my dad's like, you bring so much. And I'm like, I just don't know what I want, right? And I think it was trying to give myself a sense of home and comfort when I was at my dad's. You know, it's familiar but not familiar. And I remember once when my niece was here and her dad was picking her up, she spent the night and she had all these bags and it clicked with me. Yeah. And I'm working hard at work. Yeah, everyone would laugh. My coworker Erin says, yeah, Tracy pulled up when I did, but we'll see her in 5 minutes trying to get all her bags organized and get in the library. It's true. It's the truth. So, but it's not a big problem. But, you know, feeling like I was really, truly, I feel like I've been straightening up and trying to let things go, put them in its place. And I get distracted and I move on. And it's like, because I did a little bit, it's like somehow, oh yeah, you did that. And you look around, it's like, whoa. The tea, I love black tea. Just a little sugar and the milk, not half. I don't like creamer in my tea. Are all y'all fussy like that? Like I don't like milk in my coffee. I don't like creamer in my tea. Maybe it's very comforting, y'all. I don't know. So here's an example. Here's my Fitbit. We actually make money, not a lot, but by wearing this Fitbit. It's been having to charge up. So I keep forgetting it. Then yesterday I put it in my bra. And I was like, what the heck's in my bra? Well, it's my Fitbit. But I thought, oh yeah, put that there instead of, I'm going to put it here. So yeah. I think I'm going to put on my titles, welcome to my ADHD life. Let's talk about books, you know, and then that would be I'll have a subtitle of what the video is about, because, you know, there's so many people who don't know and the damage gets done. And it's taking, you know, I mean, I've been really, really, truly conscious of it really the last 2 years. I mean, I always knew I took medicine, but I never, I guess because I was busy or, you know, my mom taking care of her. And, you know, when I need to be laser focused, I can be. So I had like my mom would say, you make chaos out of organization, but you can organize chaos. And I just want to get past that point of having chaos. So there's nothing to have to organize. And I know I'm heading there, y'all. I know I'm hard on myself. It's just, I spent so many years thinking, what's wrong with you? And not even understanding that I thought that, right? Well, for many reasons. My size, I was too loud, you know, I was too this, I didn't color in the lines, you know, oh my God, I remember getting in trouble in like, I don't know, 4th grade. I think I had a teacher, the first time I had a teacher didn't like me, that felt like it. And maybe it was closer to, I don't know, 5th, 6th, something like that. Still elementary school. And, I didn't color in the lines, and nobody told me at home coloring that was a problem. And, yeah, I had this vision of her telling me, that's so messy, and like taking it, here, start again. Whoa. And of course it was probably 1972 or 3, something like that. But that's tough. I was bringing up some stuff yesterday, working on my art. I haven't posted that yet. I'm going to. I don't show everything because, this woman's teaching her techniques and stuff. So I'm not going to do it step by step. But let me show you. So this is the next to last. You didn't see the beginning. You'll see the beginning. And I kind of love it. My brain was struggling. Like, ew, what's happening? And I'm like, that's not... But I listened to it again, and you guys, if you're new or you're thinking about it or you've already been doing art, whatever, the classes are so amazing in the sense that she's like, don't stop thinking of the end result, right? So I think I'm trying to do it in my life. Like, when this house is decluttered, I have a roommate, I've lost 10 pounds, whatever. My car's clean. I'll be okay. I know I'm okay right now with all my messes and feebles and foils and messes everywhere, not coloring in the lines. I remember one time I colored everywhere but in, like I colored outside the line, like filled up everything, and I left that space empty. That went over well. So yeah, so this is just about mark making, intuition, intuitiveness, to break free. Because you can say, oh, I don't care about the end result. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. Until you work on it, of course. And I fight that, though. I'm aware of it. I'm like, it's good. I'm like, it's almost like every time my mom made something, and Beverly's like this too, she says it tastes bad. It's not good. And then the next day, she likes it. So I know we all do it in many ways. But I actually, and what I'm most proud of, I'm working on my color mixing, is that this was my color palette. So and you'll see, I'll show you how I do it. I love this. So this book I'm gonna fill it up with all my color palettes, but I love this color palette. And I would say, y'all, that's pretty there. So now, when the next end step that, her name's Cassia, that she showed us is, she didn't show how she did it, but the end is she wrote her word. She wrote a word, but she had a butterfly. So I'm thinking about that. I might just do my word. I'm pretty, I love how it is right now. But my word is connect. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to give myself a half hour. And then, okay, you guys, now, this is, oh my God. Where are they? All right, I put them somewhere. See, welcome. I'll find them. I did they drop them? Hold on. Yeah, spent a lot of time looking for things. I found them. They were on the table. But let me show you. So I keep, I have this bag of papers right here, and they're just for me to put paint on, right? So I feel like I'm going to try to use a little less paint, but I love these. And then I can finish them, make a collage out of them, use parts of them. Like this had knives and stuff, and I thought that's a good thing just to do some more opaque stuff on. That. Yep. So, now you can take more paint. All right. So there's this 100-day project, and I was thinking about, so you commit to doing something every day for 100 days, because someone with ADHD, that is probably really hard. But what I decided is I want to do 100 things. So like I did 2 yesterday. So today I'm caught up. So that's what I'm going to do, right? So I was thinking about, I thought, well, I could just do 10 minutes of art. And I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I want to have something that I can see maybe progress on, right? So I decided I've been wanting to draw. I'm very inspired by Virgin_honey on Instagram. And now she uses oil pastels, which I'm learning to play with. So I just use crayon, a little watercolor, and just anything I had on the table. So, y'all, these are the characteristics of a mouse. Now, this new woman, Sandy Hester as I call her, I'm just totally influenced by her. I'm in love with her stuff. And she has that, like, you know what? Realism's not my thing. Realistic's not my thing. So, imagination. Let me see, y'all. So that is number one. And I had a little jaw like, Clara, you're fine. You had one whole can of food, girl. Clara just staring. So, and number two is he's just called Bear. Yeah. So, and I've taken some, snapshots of different fun animals, and I have books, kids books, you know, where I'm not trying to draw a real bear, but I like it's not folk art as much as, like, I don't know, it's just primitive, outside art kind of vibe, just, yeah. So I'm just going to come over this, you know, this idea that I was told I can't draw. Well, especially that was in college. I had taken like 5 classes. And yeah, my goal is not to draw like a piece of fruit that looks like a piece of fruit. My goal is to draw some fruit that looks like it has some personality, y'all. Some personality. Right? So that's my, you know, I just can't, these suds are strong, y'all. I wonder if I just forgot to rinse it. And I'm trying, it's like if you do it every day, you don't have that much. So I thought I'm not cooking. I just don't want to deal with it. But somehow I go 2-3 days and I have like a crap load of it. Anyway, so I'm just cutting up papers. I decided instead of doing it in a journal, you know, I could put them in a journal if I want, but just using this sketchbook paper. But I want to try different paper. I want to try different things. So I just started with pencil. A lot of erasing going on. Oh my goodness. Like I erased this so hard, I ripped the paper. Yeah, this paper is super cheap, which is good to play on. But, you know, I'm just going to cut a bunch of random paper and then just grab and go. But I enjoyed myself. I just laughed. I'm like, y'all, is that, yeah, like, that foot's a little big. Right? You never know, one day these might end up like mass produced and on the wall of children's rooms or smart adult rooms. Classroom. Yeah. Dream, if you're gonna dream big, right? So yeah. So ADHD or having a neurodivergent brain is not the end of the world. There's so much good that comes with it. You know, my creativity, my sense of humor, I believe my kindness and my, I don't know, you know, intuitive and feel people. I don't know. You don't know, right? What's one thing? And it's just a label, right? It just means, I like the idea of every human being is on the spectrum, right? Like where on the spectrum? You know, one of my good friend, Catherine, she's autistic and very smart woman and very determined woman and a little stubborn, but you know, we all have something different, you know, and we learn to do what we can. And then we have to deal with outside influences like parents and friends and work and just the universe and the world as it is, right? But so I'm here talking about it. And I hope if you know anyone you think might be, might be ADHD, you know, send them my video. I just want people, you know, because I know how bad I felt most of my life. Hi, girlfriend. Claire's at my feet. You know, you feel different. You don't feel like you fit in. You feel, and maybe the world doesn't fit with you. Right? And I can honestly say that make me happy, that's a good thing, that I don't fit in the world. The world does not fit in me because I have a whole nother vibe going on. And, but yeah, and it is frustrating and it's challenging. And sometimes I lose it and get tired, or like I look around right now and it drags me down, and I'm trying to slowly move past that, right? So now my dilemma is I have a pickup tomorrow for the vets. I have 2 boxes pretty much done, so I need at least 3 more. I can cancel it or I can reschedule for next Tuesday. And I haven't let myself do that, y'all, but I don't know. I still have to think about it. Just reschedule for the following one and just have a lot more, or is there, they're willing to come for 5 boxes? I don't know. I have to think about that today, make a decision. I think I'm going to give myself a break and let myself reschedule, because I haven't done that, and I rise to the occasion. I don't know why a deadline does that, but I think I will reschedule for the 22nd, and then, yeah. That is what I'm going to do. If I remember, and then if I don't remember, then I will have to come up with some stuff. So, Clara, do you want to come up and be on camera? Everyone would love you. Clara has been super interesting. When I'm doing this or I'm doing art, girlfriend gets jealous. And sometimes I sit in my chair if I'm going to watch YouTube and just, doodle and do stuff. And she'll hop right on my watercolors. Right? Right? Sister, you want to come up on the table? Huh? So she's laying on my recycle bag, which is an old IKEA bag, and stuff has come on the floor. Okay? That's okay, y'all. And then I was looking at this, and I realized it looked like a flower. So I wrote the word connect around it. Just stream of consciousness painting, y'all. And I love that. This is just this cool graphite. I love that, you can throw stuff down and then see what you can see in it, right? Kind of like cloud watching. My dad and I were big on that. And we would lay there and, but we would tell stories, right? My dad would say, that looks like an elephant. Where is it? And I would say, probably it's in the circus or it's at the zoo. And he goes, well, let's go to Africa. Elephants run wild in Africa, stuff I didn't know yet. So we would tell stories. And I wonder if my dad was super creative and imaginative. It's just, it's just sad I didn't get to know him longer as an adult. But, and my mom, we all are in our family. It's just, we're all different. Yeah. But so that really, and I, so I tell stories in my head. And when I'm, I'm a storyteller too. So it's not that when you tell a story, you're trying to lie or do anything. You just, make it more interesting, more fun, funnier, right? So in a court of law, if I was under oath, I would not tell a story. I would tell the truth. But what is the truth, right? Don't get me started, y'all. Okay, so I am going to play a little bit. And I'm going to film it with y'all separately. And then I have a little video. I know y'all, I was holding out. My friend text, she goes, you are something with the videos. But she wants me to work on my thumbnails. And she's right. I need to work on thumbnails. Does anyone want to volunteer to work on my thumbnails for me? And she's been so supportive since the beginning. And she, y'all. See, make today happy. I don't want to use this. Look how cute that paper is. But I'm gonna rip out a sheet of this. So thumbnails, y'all. I've got to work on my thumbnails. Susan would help me, but it's hard just doing it on my phone. Thumbnails. But for now, that's what I got. The picture to draw people in. And I think I'm going to start hashtagging ADHD, because just the thought that someone can think, oh my God, I'm just like that. Or my friend's like that. Or my boyfriend's like that. Or my mother is like that. Just to have a connection, because I do think in this world, someone was teasing me about how so many people come in the library and ask for me, especially now because people knew I was having my surgery. And I believe, I know there's people, you wouldn't know anything's going on, but I believe in the power of prayer. And the more people I talk to about it, the more prayers I'm going to get, and the more support. And, not the kind you can feel, but it's super important to me. Plus, you name where you can go. Like, you used to know your teller at the bank, right? Growing up, we knew the teller. You used to know people. Not like, but you just had connections, just these connections. And they're important connections. We all knew that in the pandemic. And these little tiny connections are so important. And I think those little connections are what lift me up and keep me from, I don't know what. So one of my goals at work, and it comes natural to me, so it doesn't come naturally to everyone, and that's fine, but is to connect with people, like really connect in the moment and let people feel like, yeah, I see you. And I love people and I'm curious about people. So I'm just, every person could come and open their purse and I could look through it and be so fascinated. Like, why do you have that? I don't know why. That's just how my brain is. But anyway, so I have a lot of people have been coming this week asking me about my surgery. So, it's a nice thing, and I wouldn't say I have to work at it. Some people I work at it a little harder. But I also know there are people who literally don't want a connection, and that's okay. I am who I am. I just know when I shouldn't ask a question, or I know when maybe what I said is enough. But it's just like at CVS, you're going through the drive-thru, you don't see the people anymore. They're on a phone. Date of birth. Hey, welcome to CVS. How may I help you? Picking up a prescription. What's your day of birth? How much longer does that take? Right? But it's not even like it's like they don't even greet you as a human being or a customer at their servicing. I find that bizarre. Like, I would never just say someone in line, next. I don't know. It's just how I am. But I do think that, and part of my channel is this, that, everyone assumes everyone has it together. Y'all, people don't. And if they do, it's going to fall apart because that's the nature of life. This is my new favorite quote, is a snake that does not shed its skin dies. I'm going to do a page on that, y'all. I am. But yes, I like those connections and I want to be part of that. And I know it makes a difference. Like, when we were shut down, customers, we had holds to go where they placed their books on hold and we would get them ready and you had a time slot and we put them on the table. And I would write little notes to people, or like, oh my God, I love this book, or let me know how this book is, kind of thing. It's just, or hi to certain people that I had a relationship with before. And so, but I remember one man coming in, and maybe we'd been open a week, and he looks around and he goes, are you Tracy? I was wearing something crazy. Are you Tracy? I said, yeah, I'm Tracy. And he said, your notes were so much fun. I appreciate it. It was like a little piece of sunshine. And all it took me was a second of doing it. And it was spontaneous. It was genuine. I didn't force things, Sometimes I'm sad or I'm really depressed. And I try to connect to an energy that is not of me. So I can go, and when I'm with the public, try to connect on a level that's just human without, because people will be concerned if I'm sitting there like a zombie. And I may go in the back and sit like a zombie. But it's just something that I've cultivated. Like, I know I should smile, or I know, do you know the weirdest thing is when you're really kind of down, start smiling, watch something funny, read something funny, because it's so true. Once you start smiling, even if it's a pretend smile or forced smile, somehow you end up feeling better. I find that amazing that there's something innate in us that when we show emotion like that it literally connects to some place within us. And I usually do feel better. I don't feel like perfect or whatever the hell that is, but I do feel a little better. It helps. Just like taking a walk, helps. Being hydrated, these little things. But I'm telling you, people don't talk about smiling, how important it is. Now, something serious going on and you're smiling. I know some people smile as a, like if somebody gets hurt or something. Some people smile just as a knee-jerk reaction. And I must have something to do with their brain and that. And of course, we judge it and think, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Well, no, it's just a biological, I don't know. It's like the difference if a younger person falls as opposed to an older person falls. It might be funny somehow, and it's scary if an older person does. I mean, it's really, isn't it? People are amazing. Our mind is wild. It is. So I am going to end here. Send you blessings and enjoy your brain. You know, cultivating the moment and being like, if I can find peace right now, not that I'm not going to do my dishes, not that I'm not going to put my stuff away. You know, I love to make piles and I get bored and I move on. And that I'm working on, y'all. I'm working on it. But I'm really, where can I find peace within this right now? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not feeling peaceful. I'm not. I am not feeling peaceful at this particular moment. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I did not do what I said I would do. And so, a little forgiveness, a little grace. Big on grace, right? That might be a good word too for something, grace. Maybe connect to grace. That's my word, connect. So, you know, connect to the moment. And even connect to being disappointed in yourself. You know, if you don't acknowledge it, it just is there. It's like a shadow feeling, right? And, you know, I have been trained to be disappointed in myself. The universe wants you to be disappointed, the economy, because then you can buy something to make yourself feel better, right? Go ahead, get on Amazon, order some books, or you get some clothes. That was me. New clothes was everything. Art supplies, God forbid, to moo in the Dollar Tree. So funny, I'm going to the Dollar Tree some point this week. There's just basics I need, and I know I'm going to be okay. I'm in a good place. That's one thing my medicine has helped me with, that kind of impulsivity shopping. And man, whew. And now when I feel like I want to shop or do something, y'all, I'm coming to the book. I got books and books. Now I'm really feeling like I need more sketchbooks or more watercolor books. I'm like, okay, calm down. Calm yourself down. Now this book, I love this book, y'all. And I paid, it's the bigger one. It's 9 by 12. And honestly, I think I paid like under 30. And now it's 45. And I just was like, because right away I want another one. Like a couple weeks later, I'm like, let's just fill this up and maybe the price will be different. Maybe you can make yours. You know, you got plenty of stuff going on. So look at this. This is a little, I got to find something better. I had a bobby pin, but look at that. My grandma sitting on an old car. Actually, my grandpa won this car in a lottery. It's like what do you call them, a Ford? And they all said my grandma married him because of that car. Now, oh God, what would you give to go back and spend a day with people like your ancestors, like a day? Now, in my fantasy, I don't have to go to the bathroom. I don't have to eat the food. I don't feel the heat or the cold. Not a good time traveler, y'all. Got lots of conditions. But to go back and be there when my grandma was having that picture taken, when my grandpa brought her to show him, or how how proud my grandfather must have been driving around in his car and how lucky he felt and blessed. And then, you know, I'm sure my grandmother married for many reasons. But I would love to know that. Like, what were your dreams? And I'm sure her dream wasn't to marry a farmer in her hometown, but I don't know, right? I'm assuming that. So, yeah. But that's what's going on, y'all. But honestly, I just think, just like the morning pages, and I have a note here to do the morning pages. Anyone can do the morning pages. And if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling stuck, you're scared. And even if no matter what, we have so many thoughts, right? In a second, you don't even recognize it. And the whole point of morning pages, which is Julia Cameron, and and I'm telling you, you can use scrap paper, you can use crayon, you can use that crap that comes in the junk mail. You can open that up and you write 3 pages longhand. No correcting your spelling, no dotting I's, crossing T's, none of that. And what I do sometimes is it's illegible, right? This is like almost like mark making on paper. It's primal. It's like letting stuff out. And you don't have to, and the point is, the more you let out, the less you have to cope with in your head or organize. It's like closing tabs, I think, in a way. But when you start that, and sometimes, let's say you don't live alone, people are nosy. What I do is I write the 3 pages on the same page, right? Because it's not a matter of the page, it's a matter of that, okay, 3 pages, but you can write them on top of each other. You could keep that page and do it until it falls apart, right? It's not the point. The point is to let it out. And, you know, things will come up and maybe hurts come up or things you thought you dealt with, but what it really does is like emptying your brain, like the monkey mind, you know, and especially we all have thoughts all the time, right? But especially someone like me, it's a good brain dump, right? And I honestly, you know, why did I not wake up and do that this morning? Doesn't matter. I didn't. I can do this tonight. And Morning, she likes you because this is about connecting to your creativity, and everyone has creativity, and it doesn't matter. Like you think, oh, I can't draw. Okay, I can't draw. I mean, what does drawing mean? Can you get color crayons out and make a crazy version of a mouse or a bear out of proportion? I'm really bad about proportions. I have to bring in my college portfolio, but I did I think it's a charcoal of Bono playing guitar and his hand and his arm. Now I just think I'll have to find. I did Pee Wee Herman, y'all. Anyway, that's another story. I'll have to write that down. And maybe some of it I can rip up and use in my art. But morning pages. So yeah, so I guarantee you, and it doesn't cost anything. You have to have like a pen, a pencil, go steal one from the bank or wherever, you know, junk mail. You don't have to have special paper. You go to the Dollar Tree and buy a notebook for $1.25. Or I think Walmart might have like the theme notebooks for 50 cents. You may have old crossword puzzles that you did and you could write on top of that. It really doesn't matter. It's the point of doing it. I'm so glad I'm talking about this because honestly, as I talk to you guys, it helps me remember things I want to do. And the problem with one of the things I have to be aware of is that I forget things, right? And it's not because I have Alzheimer's or dementia. It's not because, you know, it's just the way my brain genetically functions, biologically functions. So talking to you guys, it's just, I really have to work on training myself to look at my notes. And that is a habit that I'm going to cultivate. And I've been saying this for a year, I think. I've probably been saying this my whole life. Maybe now is the time. And I'm telling you, one of the things I plan to do when I have my eye surgery is I ripped out all these pages of journals and notebooks and I put them all in a bag, and some are to-do lists, some are thoughts, some are quotes. So what I want to do is not, you know, maybe the second day when I still don't really should do anything is go through them and have a notebook and if there's something on there I haven't done, I'm going to write it down. And my goal is going to be get that thing finished by the end of the year or whatever. Like I want to get my passport. You guys, I don't have a passport. I've never had a true desire to travel outside the country for many reasons. Mostly because I'm a control freak, which I have come to understand. I'm going to give you an example right now where I've grown. So my friends were meeting IKEA. Michelle is past me, so she would have to come by me, right? So I said to her, why don't you pick me up and we'll go together? And I don't think Michelle wants to go, which is fine because it's her day off. And she has gotten very grumpy about doing things on her day off. And that's okay. That's where she is. And she crochets and she's trying to get things ready for a show. And I get that. But this is really, the 4 of us to get together is hard. Thank you, because we have to work Sundays. And Fridays, Sandy's opposite. Though Sandy's willing to take off a Friday. So that's nice. Because our next weekend, I don't know, is it Memorial Day, y'all? This is a long gap, right? I think that's right. And then 4th of July. But, you know, everyone's doing something on the 4th of July. We can always meet for breakfast or something. But anyways, I think it's very important to make this connection. And I haven't seen Michelle. I miss Michelle a lot. And I've been replaced by somebody named Katie. Just saying. She's much younger than me. So, you know, before I've been freaked out, like, tell me if you're coming or not. And she's like, she's like last night, she goes, I'm just, you know, not feeling it. I'll let you know in the morning. Well, she's not coming. That's fine. I gave her permission. It's my birthday celebration, but, you know, that's okay. You do you. But, you know, before I'd be freaked out because I didn't know exactly what was happening. Right now, Michelle is an early bird. So if she were a late person, I probably couldn't even go with her. But I've relaxed. I really have. It's shocking. I've relaxed. And I think this might be the gift, one of the gifts I got from this last crazy year. Like, look for the gifts, right? You can't do it in the moment. What you doing? You know, you can't look for it in the moment, but that's the kind of stuff when you're journaling. And, you know, I guess morning pages like journaling, but you don't go back and read it. It's not like a document. It's just getting crap out of your head. So you can get down to the real stuff that's going on. I'm all over the place, y'all. Beverly would say to me, so our friend Angela, who's gone, is like still grieving hard over that. She keeps showing up on my phone, you know, not Instagram, Apple, right? I don't even need to say more than that. One of my supervisors keeps showing up, and I can't remember if I'm going to send him this a picture. I don't know if I send this picture of him and delete it off my phone. But why do I have to send him the picture? It's like, why do I have to go that extra step? I'm probably sure I sent it to him. So it was when we were closed. Where was I, y'all? Morning pages. But yeah, trying to accept people how they are and let go of, okay, maybe she will, maybe I don't think she will, and that's okay. I used to go to IKEA all the time. I will Google, make sure it's a tricky get off thing. It's near College Park. You're not near University of Maryland, but in that vicinity of University of Maryland. So that's the kind of thing. Beverly, so Angela. So Beverly would have to translate for Angela because, one, Angela has hard of hearing and I talk fast. Beverly speaks fluent Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. She knows, mostly, I'll say she slowed down a little bit. Mostly she knows that I've changed subject or I've moved on. Or just a random thought comes out and I'm afraid I'm going to forget it. So I need to say it. And that's why I try to write things down, but I need to follow through. And I'm going to work progress over perfection, y'all, just a little bit. So yeah, so that's, you know, everyone goes off on tangents, you know, and it's my channel. It is what it is. I am who I am. Nobody's watching me for like A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. Girl, we got 112 and 9. We got DZX. So yeah. All right, guys, always hard to let you go. I appreciate this so much. And 8:30, I might put y'all, I don't know why. I'm going to mea culpa, or I've not been showing you my messes because it's painful almost. I don't know why. But I'm trying to work on that because it's not that I'm not being truthful, but you know, there's something about that is hard for me. So therefore I should probably do it, right? Put you on that fast forward, you know, and, you know, I'm so amazed when I see people on YouTube and they're showing like, could I show y'all my bedroom? This is the bedroom floor of someone with ADHD and it looked just like my bedroom floor right now. Like, my bedroom floor is dangerous. That reminds me, I have to get a new mattress, y'all. I just have to go and lay on beds. Because I'm not sleeping. I think it's really a problem. But, like I said, I've been taking stuff out of it. I want it to be more streamlined. Y'all, I have a huge thing of nail stuff. We got to go through nail stuff. And I was using those stickers, but with art, I don't know. I want to try to do it. Because, you know, one, gel nail polish is so hard on your nails. It's expensive. It's time consuming. And no matter what I say, I will peel it off and then have a problem with my nails, right? I don't mind getting on my toenails because it just lasts forever and ever. And Beverly did give me, and my friend, you know, Robin's supposed to be taking me out for my nails for 2 years. I think she owes me 4 pedicures. But there's stuff I need to let go of. And I know my sister-in-law, here's known as Anne, she collected a bunch of stuff one year for a women's shelter, and it didn't matter if it was open or used because they sterilize it. So I'm wondering if nail polish, y'all, I have some nail polish. So, and I love doing my nails, and I miss doing my nails. But, you know, there's a time and a season and that kind of thing going on right now. I'm choosing not to spend the money on that. But, so I think what I might do is set up and do a pedicure, a gel pedicure, and that's going to last me, honestly, 8 weeks. And then get just a regular manicure done with a light color, and then just try to keep paint. I just want to pay attention to my hands. They're hurting, and the nails are breaking. I go through stages. Right now, there's purple paint. So, all right, guys, that's it. To be continued. I'm trying to catch up with, be better about comments and catch up with them because they matter to me so much. So why am I not immediately hopping on them, y'all? I can't explain it. I just want to do better. And you matter to me. Your comments matter to me. Interaction is the whole point of this for me. Yes, I want thousands and millions of followers. I do. Let's get to 1,000. Can you help me get to 1,000? I think I got 11 new followers like in the last week, which is amazing. And I have to do better on my thumbnails, y'all. I have to do better on my thumbnails. Anyone knows about a good tutorial? I have to get with Susan, but the thing is, she's going to be very frustrated doing it on my phone. And she wants me to get a Mac, an Air Mac. And so does Beverly. But I just think the learning curve right now, y'all. But I'm just going to get my new iPad. I have to figure that out, y'all. Last Angel, someone send me a new iPad. Is that bad? It should be wanting world peace. And I choose not to watch the news. I don't. I follow people on Instagram who are putting terrible pictures up of what's going on. And I know me seeing it is not helping anything. I don't read about the Holocaust. I like true crime, but it involves a child. Something came on and there's some poor girl, young girl, beaten to death by her father. No. I just don't look at it. I couldn't run quick enough to turn it off. I mean, even now I have this thing. So, and anything that's super violent, what I really like about these true crime shows is learning about the law and how lawyers think. Honestly, I could have been a lawyer, I think. I think I am a little bit like a lawyer. But the talking part, but, honestly, my mind, it was always like a disappointment. Like, why didn't you become a lawyer? Like, everyone thought I should be a nurse and a doctor than a lawyer. And I thought that's what I wanted to be. And then I kind of went like, no, I think a business lawyer. Like, no, I'll be an entertainment lawyer. No, I want to be an actress. But it's fascinating to me, the law in certain areas and how defense attorney things could, prosecutors. This one show, Surviving the Survivor, STS Nation. And he's going to be on your nerves. If you don't like him, you're not going to like it. But he gets the best guess. That's what they do. And really, about the forensics. So if in a court case, like I'm following this Dan Markel, they have wiretap. So somebody will come in and explain to you how that all works. Or, some piece of forensic evidence. They'll come in and explain it. And I just find it fascinating, but I'm limiting. But there's a few people I like to watch. So anyway, all right, guys, y'all, stop talking. I gotta go, y'all. I got things to do. So I will be checking in. I have a few more. I probably won't be posting. I just made yesterday a YouTube posting day and sharing my day with y'all. I still have like 2 things I haven't posted from that. I thought people are gonna just. That's what my friend Tina is texting me and calling me. She's like, "Girl," I said, "You've been watching my channel." She's like, "Oh my God!" But she's so. She said. She's so encouraging to me, and she always has been, and she makes me think, when she says, maybe you should be doing this, but it's so nice. Her friendship means so much to me. It really, really does. We're just so far apart from each other, but when we ever stop working in the same area, we'll force her to meet me somewhere, but she said, I sent your video to my cousin, and she thinks you got the it factor. Honestly, what I thought at first, there is a Stephen King book called It. That's what I thought of. Like the It, And I'm like, oh, you mean, okay. People can connect to me, I think. But I laughed. I said, oh my God, that's how my brain works, y'all. So anyway, apparently I don't have the Stephen King It factor. I might get a t-shirt from that cover of that book that says It. Anyway, let's stop right now. And I have a bag of books from my library bag. I have a bag of books from my garage. So, y'all, we got stuff to do, stuff to talk about. And then somehow I got to figure out thumbnails. I'd rather talk to y'all and post it. But I do want to grow my channel. And, it's been one of the best things I've done for myself, really, since the pandemic. It's the best thing I've done. And you guys matter so much. So thank you again. And I'll be back with something, y'all. I promise. There'll be something coming up.